You know what, I'll tell you, Guilford as a town has had no center, no commercial viable center, and also therefore no place for neighbors to meet and greet. And town meeting was when you saw people. That was kind of it, unless you had kids at the school and you could stop by. This building, the historic Broadbrook House, was built in 1817, I think, and it has been a tavern, a post office, there was a barber shop in this building, but over the course of its history it's mainly been a store. And in about 2006 or 7, the current owner, the previous owner's husband died. She was running the store by herself and it was becoming overwhelming, and she actually approached the Friends of Algiers, who was recently formed, and said, "I'd love it if you purchased this building." So that was negotiated and that purchase went through in 2010. The building was in very rough shape at that point, and the store was closed, and we set to work to see what we could do to rehabilitate it, and we got all kinds of support. We sought and received all kinds of support on the federal level, on the state level, private foundations, and mainly private donors in our community. And we set about rehabilitating this pretty derelict but very historic building. So we're sitting in the cafe that is part of the Guilford Country Store, and we were so lucky in 2011 or 12 we found Mark and Suzanne Tessitore, and they were willing to take on the role of store owners, and they own this beautiful store, and that's its primary purpose. It's got this wonderful cafe and meeting spot, and they sell great sandwiches and food, deli kind of food, but also basic staples as well. The rest of the building, there are 2 apartments upstairs, but the rest of the building we're still rehabbing with the idea of that becoming commercial space. So suddenly we have a place, again, that is a place where you can see your friends, your neighbors, and it creates a real center for the town in an exciting way to me. There's energy, there's activity, there's enthusiasm right here in this group, but also just in this town now. As I said, I think it's engendered a whole bunch of more excitement and energy for creating more of a community in our town. So